Biology, chapter 15, implement food. Chapter 15, implement in food resource. அது பார்க்க போகிறோம். Question number 1 இந்த புக்கில் test inside the book side page number 204. Question 1, what do we get from cereals, pulses, fruits and vegetables? இது கேட்பாங்க கண்டிப்பாக. இந்த கொஸ்டின் இந்த ஆன்சர் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா ஆன்சர் cereals gives carbohydrates which provide energy, pulses give proteins which build our body, vegetables and fruits provide vitamins and minerals. இந்த கொஸ்டின் நல்லா கேட்டுக்கோங்க, இது எக்ஸாம் கூட கேட்பாங்க. what do we get from cereals, pulses, fruits and vegetables? Cereals gave carbohydrates which provide energy. Pulses gave proteins which build our body. Vegetables, fruits provide vitamins and minerals. Next question, NCERT textbook page number 2005. Question number 1. Question number 2. How do biotic and abiotic factors affect crop production? Factors responsible for losses of grain. இது என்ன கேட்டுக்கோங்க, how do biotic and abiotic factors affect crop production? Affect crop production கேட்டுக்கோங்க. இப்போ answer, factors responsible for losses of grain during storage and production are biotic factors like proteins, feeds, insect, etc. Abiotic factors like temperature, humidity, moisture, etc. Correlations of both biotic and abiotic factors causes inflammation of insect, weight losses, poor germination ability, degradation and quantity, discoloration, poor market price. Question number 3. What are the difference between what is disarable organic characteristics of crop implements? Desirable organic characteristics for crop implements are tallness and profuse branching or desirable characteristics for fodder crops. Dwarfness is desired in cells, so the less nutrition are consumed by these crops. What are micronutrition and why are called micronutrition? Answer, micronutrition are initial elements which are utilized by plants in large quantity. Many micronutrients are required by the plants for the following function. A is the constituent of protoplasm. NPS are present in proteins. Ca is present in cell wall. Mg is important constituent of cytoplasm. How do plants get nutrition? Plants get nutrition from air, water, soil. There are 16 nutrients essential for the growth of plants. Carbon and oxygen are supplied by water. The remaining 13 nutrients are supplied by soil. Compare the use of manure fertilizer in maintaining soil fertility, and the effect of using manures on soil quality. Manures enrich the soil with nutrition. They provide a lot of organic matter, humus to the soil, and thus restores water rotation capacity and Sunday soil and drainage in clay soil. That is additional of measure reduces soil erosion. They provide food soil organisms like soil friendly bacteria. Effects of using fertilizer on soil quality. By the continuous use of fertilizer, the soil became powdery, dry, and rate of soil erosion increases. By the use by the use of fertilizers, the organic matter decreases, which further decreases the porosity of the soil, and the plant roots do not get oxygen properly. The nature of soil changes to acidic or basic. Which of the following condition will give the most benefits? Why? Benefits அதோட பெனிஃபிட்ஸ் கேட்குறாங்க, எதனாலன்னு கேட்குறாங்க. Farmers use highly quantity seeds, do not adopt irrigation or use fertilizer. Farmers use ordinary seeds, adopt irrigation and fertilizer. Farmers use quantity seeds, adopt irrigation, use fertilizer and crop rotation measures. In this farmers use quantity seeds, adapt irrigation, use fertilizer and use crop rotation measures. Use of any quantity seeds is not sufficient unity day. By the continuous use of fertilizer, the soil becomes powder. இதுக்கு பெனிஃபிட்ஸ் என்னன்னு கேட்டிருக்காங்க. ஆன்சர். இன் திஸ் ஃபார்மர்ஸ் யூஸ் குவான்டிட்டிஸ் இஸ் அடாப்ட் இரிகேஷன் யூஸ் ஆன்சர் சீரங்கட்டு. ஃபார்மர்ஸ் ஆர் யூஸ் குவான்டிட்டிஸ் இஸ் adapt irrigation, use fertilizer and use crop rotation measures. Use of any quantity seeds is not sufficient until they are provided properly. Irrigation enriched with fertilizer and protected from the biotic factors. Hence, option C will give most benefits. இந்த 3 ஆப்ஷனில் எது கரெக்டுன்னு கேட்டிருக்காங்க. ஆப்ஷன் சி தான் கரெக்டான ஆப்ஷன். அதுக்கு ஒரு பெனிஃபிட்ஸ் கேட்டிருக்காங்க. அது எழுதியல் ஒய் சுட் இதில் 1 மார்க்கில் கேட்பாங்க, இல்லாட்டி 2 மார்க்கில் கேட்பாங்க இந்த கொஸ்டின். ஒய் சுட் ப்ரிவென்டிவ் மெஷர்ஸ் அண்ட் பயாலஜிக்கல் control methods be preferred for protecting crops. Answer. Diseases in plants are caused by pathogens. To get rid of pathogens, some methods are used as a simple, economic, and minimize pollution without affecting the soil quality. What factors may be responsible for losses of grain during storage? The factors responsible for losses of grains during storage are abiotic factors like moisture present in food grains, humidity of air, and temperature. Biotic factors like insect, proteins, birds, mites, bacteria, and fungi. Which method is commonly used for improving cattle breeds and why? Process breeding is a process breeding is a process in which indigenous varieties of cattle are crossed by exotic breeds to get a breed which is high yielding. During crossbreeding, the desired catties are taken into consideration. The offspring should be high yielding, should have real monetary, and should be resilient to the climate condition. Discuss the implication of the following statement. It is interesting to note that poultry in India's most efficient convert of low fibers foodstuff, which is unit human composition into ranking. What management practicals are common in dry and poultry farming? Answer: shelter. Dry animals and poultry birds require proper shelter. That is that is well designed, dry and hygienic shelter. Feeding. To get good yield of food production, proper feed is provided to dry animals and poultry birds. Caring of animal health. An animal and birds must be protected from diseases caused by virus, bacteria, or fungi. What are the difference between wireless and layers and their management? The poultry bird groomed for obtaining meat is called broiler. The egg-laying poultry bird is called layer. The housing, nutritional, and environmental requirements of broilers and somewhat different from the egg layers. The rotation daily food requirement for broilers is protein rich with uncut fat. The level of vitamin A and K is kept high in poultry feeds, while layers require enough space and proper lighting. How are fish obtained? Answer: there are two ways of obtaining fish. One is from natural resource, which is called capture fishing. The other way is by fish farming, which is called culture fishery. What are the advantages of compost fish culture? In compost fish culture, and a combination of 5 or 6 fish species is used in a single fish pond. These species are selected so that they do not compete for food among them, and you are having different types of food habits. As a result, the food available in all the parts of pond is used. For example, having different types of food habits. As a result, the food available in all parts of the pond used. For examples, cattle or surface feeders, rohs feed in the middle zone of the pond. Myrtles and common crops or bottom feeders, and grasses crops feed on the weeds. Together, these species can use all the food the pond without competing with each other. This increases the fish yield from pond. What are the desirable characteristics of the varieties suitable for honey producing? Answer: The variety of bees should be able to collect a large amount of honey. The bees should stay in given beehive for a longer period. The bees should have capacity of breeding well. The variety bee should be disease resistant. What is a prestige and how it is related to honey production? The prestige means the flowers able to bees for nectar and pollution collections in addition to quantities of prestige. The kind of flowers available will determine the taste of honey. Explain and method crop production which ensure high yield. One method used for crop production which ensures high yield in plant breeding. It is the science involved in improving the varieties of crop breeding. Plants from different areas places in picked up with desired traits and then hybridization or cross breeding of these varieties is done to obtain a plant crop of desired characteristics. The high yield crop varieties shown the following characteristics: high yield early manuration, less water for irrigation, better quantities. Seeds are produce less fertilizer, nature adapts itself to the environmental condition. Why are many fertilizers used in fields? They are used to ensure good vegetation growth, leaves, branches, and flowers, giving rise to healthy plants. The result is high crop production. What are the advantages of intercropping and rotation? Advantages of using intercropping: it helps to maintain soil fertility. It increases productivity per unit area, save labor and time. Both crops can easily harvested and processed separately. Advantages of using rotation: it improves the soil fertilizer. It avoids the depletion of the particular nutrition from soil. It minimize pest influence and diseases. It helps in weed control. It prevents changes in chemical nature of the soil. What is a genetic manipulation? How is it useful in agriculture practices? Answer: genetic manipulation is process of incorporating disabled genes characters into crop varieties by hybridization. Hybridization involves crossing between genetically dissimilar plants. This is done for crop production of varieties. The disabled characters like profuse branching in fodder crops, yielding and varieties in maize, wheat, etc. Genetic manipulation is useful in developed varieties which shows increase yield, better quantity, shorter and early monetary period, better adaptability to adverse environmental conditions, disabled characters. How do storage grain losses occur? The factors responsible for losses of grains during storage are abiotic factors, menstruates present food grains, humidity of air and temperature. Biotic factors like insect rotations, bursts, maintenance, mites, and bacteria. How do good animal husbandry practices benefit farmers? Good animal husbandry practices are benefits to the farmers in the following ways: improvement of breeds of domesticated animals, increasing the yield foodstuffs such as milk, eggs, and meat. Proper management of domestic animal in terms of shelter, feeding, care, and protection against diseases, which ultimately helps the farmers to improve their economic condition. What are the benefits cattle farming? Cattle farming is beneficial in following ways. Milk production is increased by high yield animals. Good quantity of meat, fiber, and skin can be obtained. Good breed of large animal can obtained. நான் இது ஹிந்தியில் கேட்கல. I asked in English. You came in English. நான் பார்த்தாச்சு. How to good animal husbandry practices benefits farmers. Good animal husbandry practices are beneficial to the farmers in following ways: improvement of breeds of domesticated animals. What are the benefit farming? Cattle farming is beneficial in following ways: milk production is increased by the yielding animals. Good quantity of meat, fiber, and skin can be obtained. Good breed of large animal can be obtained. For increasing production, what is common is poultry fishery and beekeeping. To crosses breeding, the production of poultry fishery and beekeeping can be increased. How to differentiate between capture fishing and mariculture and apiculture? Capture fishing it is the fishing in which fishes are captured from natural resources like ponds, sea, water, and estuaries. Mariculture it is the culture of fish in marine water varieties like prawns, oyster. Apiculture it is done both in fresh water and marine water. Marine water. Thank you. இந்த வீடியோ பிடிச்சிச்சுன்னா லைக் ஷேர் சப்ஸ்கிரைப் பண்ணிடுங்க. பாய் பாய்.